I'm doing good. Yeah, what about you? Thanks for
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, I'm doing really well, and I'm very excited for this live session with you. I'm going live for the first time, that too with
Same.
you. I can say I'm so pleased, I'm so honored. So thank you so much for coming here. So I think
Thank
we
you
should,
so much.
yeah. So have you had your dinner?
No, my husband
Oh,
hasn't yet come. He comes
oh,
somewhere around 9:30, 9:45.
okay. So you eat late, huh?
Yeah, it goes, for us, it goes late.
Okay, all right. And how is the
Okay.
weather there in Lucknow?
Weather, now it's changing very fast. So from
Mhm.
winter to summers. So now we are
Yeah.
entering in summers. Yes. So fan started moving now. Soon AC will start. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure much hotter in Uttar Pradesh, I feel, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very hot here. It's
Hmm.
extreme. Even for winter also, it's extreme, and
Hmm.
summer also it's extreme. The same,
Hmm.
I think. No, not your place. Punjab is better.
It's
Yes.
yeah, it's like like I told you earlier also, hills are just stone throw away from my place.
Mm-hmm.
But due to nature, we still heat is still bearable, but we do have to switch on AC. You see, I live in apartment, so I live in fourth floor. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hot. It's too hot in summers. So I have to switch on AC. But then I make sure I don't switch it on in daytime because it's
Yeah,
better to stay away from these artificial things. So that's the reason. Yeah. So
that's
we
true.
have
I
two
too feel
people
the same.
watching here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I saw, that two people are here.
two are
Let's
watching. So I want them to say hello and hi here in the comment section.
Hello from Manju Mishra also. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
ma'am,
who
why don't
all are
you?
they? I
Yeah,
am new to this platform. First time I'm going live, so I don't know even
I,
how to see that who has joined. So please, Surbhi,
yeah.
this is all your part.
I tell you, ma'am, see, I am quite a confident person and I teach people about confidence. But when it's time to go live, I don't know, my heartbeat raises. I don't know why.
No, no,
Because,
no. For me, it's all fine. My heartbeat is all right, but technology, in terms of technology, I'm zero.
yeah, so we have two people. All right.
Yeah, we can see two people are here. Yes.
Hmm.
Hello, Chirag Goyal ji. And
He's my husband.
okay, so special hello, special hello to him.
Special hello. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So he's like you're going. He thought that you're going live on Manju Mishra's ma'am channel. I said, no, I'm going on my channel. So he got it. Like he was excited already to see me, but then he got even more excited. Now I have to be very careful while watching you.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. At least I didn't even tell my children that I'm going live. I knew that if they will join, I'll go nervous, or maybe they will pinpoint some faults, that you
yeah.
didn't say this, you didn't say that. So it's better.
See, that is the
Let's
problem
just.
with family members. What I feel, they are more critical of you, and they keep finding flaws because they want you to be perfect in everything.
Actually, they have seen us perfect, but the thing is, this is not a cup of tea for Manju Mishra, so I make mistake when it comes to screen. Yeah, when I know that it has to go in public.
Oh, your voice is breaking a little bit.
Okay, and
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine
eight,
now. It's fine now. Please
eight
continue.
people have joined, six people have joined. So
Ma'am, it will keep on going like that. Please don't count. But I would
okay,
ask all six members to please send hello and hi to us. And so that
yes,
we'll be
and
more
yeah,
motivated. We'll talk even more.
and if they
So
have
let's
any
bring the
question,
winner
if you
within.
want to know something from us, either from Ma'am Surabhi or from Ma'am Manju, you can send your questions. We are sitting here ready to answer all your questions.
So, ma'am, why don't you tell about yourself to the audience?
I was actually thinking that let some more join. Okay.
It's okay,
Nevertheless,
they'll
I
watch you.
know that all the audience
Yeah,
are yours, I think, till now. So let me introduce myself.
yeah.
Yeah, they must have seen my video on your channel also, but yeah, I must introduce myself. Yes,
Yes.
I'm Manju Mishra, connecting to you all from Lucknow, the capital city of Uttar
Yeah.
Pradesh. Yes,
Lucknow.
the city of Nawabs, you know.
City of Nawabs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Huh.
And I have been a teacher since 1990, and now I'm retired. And yeah, after retirement, I started my YouTube channel, and my channel's name is Grammar with Manju Ma'am. So
Yeah.
here I am, and I want that whatever question you want to ask, please go ahead. You all are welcome with your different questions. We both are sitting here.
And I must say, ma'am, I had told you earlier also, you are, I feel you are an inspiration for all those people, for all those women who think now we are retired, we have done our jobs, our children are settled. So, let's live a very, I can say, relaxing life. So, what I feel that you are unstoppable. You are just going and going, you're working for your
You
channel and you're teaching even now also.
know, when you say no, that you are making yourself busy, you are not enjoying. Actually, this is what I'm enjoying, because my
Yeah,
children are not with me. I don't have family responsibilities. I don't have my in-laws with me. So how
uh,
long we two are going to gossip or talk? Yeah. So I'm
yeah,
enjoying this now. This extended family has become my own family, you know.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So here we have somebody is calling your city of what? Lucknow is city of Nawab. So
Yeah,
Maverick
Lucknow is the
is in
city of
city of
Nawabs.
Tahajib. I don't know what do
Good
we
evening,
what does it
everybody. Good
mean? I don't
evening,
know.
everybody. I see some of them have written good evening. So good evening to all of you.
Good evening, Sachin. Hello. Let's be a beginner with Nidhi. Hello, English with Suman. Yeah, I know. I know Suman. Yes. Yes. So, ma'am, I was saying
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yes,
Ma'am,
please go ahead.
there is a thing. It's just a general question. So, what I've seen
Mm.
that people when they get retired, they throw retirement party, and people come to them and congratulate them. So, what I feel it's really not a joy. It's not a matter of joy or happiness because I feel then you keep on thinking now what's next because you're
Yeah.
still energetic and you are used to working since a long time and now suddenly you're retired, you have nothing to do. What I feel uh there's nothing like enjoying this thing, retirement. What I feel that person keeps wondering what to do next, what's next. Don't you think so?
The person who has got retirement, no, should think, I'm
Hmm.
retired from one job. There are many more things to do, and we should
Yeah.
explore certain things, whatever is in
Hmm.
our cuts, what we can do
Hmm.
it. Everything can't be
Hmm.
done by everybody. But still, like me, what I felt, I'm retired, it's fine. One
Yeah.
job which I had got, I finished it nicely. Okay. So now
Hmm.
I started this journey and I'm learning. Actually, now after doing teaching so many people, now I have become a student. I'm learning actually.
Yeah, no, no, ma'am. You are so wise, so experienced. So that is why I've called you here on my channel so that you can share your wisdom, your experiences with the learners, especially with those. I want to tell everyone that today I could have choose the topic that how to learn English, how to improve it. But then I
Mhm.
really want people to understand that how actually like how can they feel confident because just some time ago I was having a conversation with my student. She's very very nice and very bubbly girl, but at the same time I feel she's very underconfident.
Yeah, yeah.
She looks down on herself. She thinks if she's not good at English she has nothing, she has no
Mhm.
talent. So what do you think, how can one feel really confident?
Actually, see, confident means, for in what terms? In what terms you feel like being confident? I can be confident in cooking also. I can be confident in teaching also. I can be
Yeah.
confident in making my videos also. So where the
Hmm.
person is especially lacking that confidence, so that part is to be seen. Whatever, everybody is not having the same weak point. For you, your weakness can be different. My weakness can be different. Like I
Hmm.
was so afraid of this camera, But once I
Hmm.
started this job,
Hmm.
I became confident. So, whatever
Hmm.
is your weak point, what I feel is you start working on that weak point and make it your
Hmm.
strong point. So, that is what,
Yeah,
yeah, this is
that's
what I
that's
feel.
That's a good piece of advice, sure. But then, if we talk about personality, so I'm
Yes.
sure this is a very hot topic. Everyone wants to know how to please people, how to have a pleasing personality. So since I've been
Mhm.
teaching this topic for the last many years, and I
Yes.
still give personality development classes, but I really want to know from you that according to you, what is actually a personality? And then I'll ask you another question. First, you describe
Actually,
what is
I had
personality.
written a question on the same. I wanted to ask you also that because you are dealing with these situations. So I think you can better reply this question. So your question, I feel you answer, and you can answer better than me. I know it, and people will enjoy.
Ma'am, see what I feel. Earlier, I used to feel, and I still feel that your speaking skills really matter. No matter how you look, what background you come from,
Yeah.
what stature you have in
Hmm.
society, what
Hmm.
matters are your speaking skills. How you speak, that really matters a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
seen very beautiful girls, right? And they look so beautiful, and yet they don't know how to speak. When I say how to speak, your manner and what kind of words do you select while while
Hmm.
speaking? What kind of words do you select? How do you make other person feel? So what I feel, if you feel other person really feel good, feel comfortable, people love to meet you. They would love to talk to you, right?
True.
But now today I had a conversation with my student. She's a new student, and
Hmm.
when I talked to her, and then I realized that actually the first point for a pleasing personality is that you really need to love yourself. Because if you love yourself, now the question is how to love oneself, how to love myself. You have to accept everything, your flaws, your weaknesses. You have strengths, right? You accept your
Yeah.
strengths, you flaunt it. Same way you
Hmm.
should accept your weaknesses too. And when you
Hmm.
accept
True.
yourself and when you embrace yourself completely, you're always happy. You're full of energy, and naturally you will feel confident too. So this is the, I can say, this is the way towards feeling
Hmm.
confident and to have a pleasing personality. That's what I concluded today with that conversation with my student. So I
Yes.
want to tell everyone that people who are scared of English
Hmm.
language, and they think that they have been learning for quite a long time, and
Yeah,
yet
yeah.
they are not fluent in it, and they give up later on. What I feel, English is just a language. Take it as a medium to communicate your thoughts, but not as a status symbol. Because there
That's
are
what.
students who come to
Yeah.
me and tell me, "Ma'am, we want to learn new vocabulary, new words." Then I say that at least make your pehle purane shabd to learn kar lo. Start using those words that are already in your mind. But still,
The same question, many people ask,
yeah,
ma'am, I am able to speak, but I cannot use advanced words. I say,
yeah.
why it is required that you
And
only
why
use
do you need?
advanced?
Let me
Yes,
tell you, ma'am, we don't look for advanced vocabulary while speaking in Hindi. I tell you one
yeah,
thing, ma'am.
yeah, very true.
Few weeks ago, I don't know. I had curiosity to read Bhagavad Gita, and I ordered Bhagavad Gita
Yeah, yeah.
from Amazon. When I started
Hmm.
reading it, oh God, it was Shuddh Hindi. I had to bring my
Sanskrit,
dictionary,
rather Sanskrit.
Sanskrit and Shuddh Hindi. I don't remember what
Yeah,
that
yeah.
word was, so I searched on Google. At that time, I realized, why do people think for advanced vocabulary? What is the use when you cannot understand the meaning of
True.
it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. True,
So
true.
it is applicable on all the languages. You really don't need to be really, advanced English speaker. Even if you use basic English, you're very good to go. Because remember, this is
That's
a
the same
language.
question, The same question with me also. Thousands of people must have asked the same thing. Ma'am, you are a grammar teacher. How much grammar is actually required? Yes.
That
So
is
I say,
that is
yeah,
also one very common question because students are like, again, I tell you, they come to me and they tell me, "Ma'am, we have attended other classes too. We don't want to learn grammar in your class." I say, see, you need to, I say, pakro right approach. You need to follow the right approach towards learning English. Grammar is indeed a very important part of it. This is an integral part because if you won't understand the construction of sentences, you really can't speak. So grammar
at,
is always
at the
there.
same time, they want me to pick out their grammar mistakes also, but they don't want to learn grammar.
Learn what?
So
Yeah,
I used to tell them, do we speak Hindi even correctly? Many times we say dahi
Yeah.
khatta hai, sometimes we say dahi khatti hai, sometimes we say chai ban gaya hai, sometimes we say chai ban gayi hai.
It's
Are what is
changing.
right, bhai? Who is going to
Ma'am,
make sure that what is right? Yeah,
yeah, and
but still we make mistake and we accept it because it's our mother tongue
completely.
and we are free to make mistakes. But when it comes to English, we find us that we should always be correct, we should not make mistake, people should not make
Hmm.
fun of us, and that's the reason I think people become like conscious, you can say. Many
Yeah,
people are
very
here.
conscious. Hmm.
Please
Yeah,
please
I think
check,
we should say
Surbhi.
hello to them.
Yeah,
Bhavna Mishra, good evening. Amazing maths tips and tricks. Good evening. Oh, you must be so brainy. You're so good in maths, I'm sure.
yeah,
I
yes.
was never good at maths. Oh God, that was a headache. 10th इतनी मुश्किल से निकाली है मैम मैंने seriously because of this math subject.
My
मीम
10th was
भाजपा.
good, but throughout my primary and junior
I
section,
hate maths.
I was in trouble all the time.
So this person, I don't know, I think her name is Nidhi. She has a, she's something to say. Hello, ma'am. I just started my English learning journey a month ago. I can speak, but now I want to work on grammar. Where should I start? Okay,
Yes,
ma'am. This you
yes,
have
yes.
to answer
I
because
know.
you're.
This question is, I think, for me only because
And then we have English World Ski. Good evening, Saurav. No, Arav. Good blog. Hello again, Bhavna Mishra. Please give some suggestions for beginners and Hindi medium students. Ma'am, first we'll start with grammar. How
yeah,
to start grammar? From where should we actually start?
yeah, yes, yes, of course. See, many times people ask this question and they answer themselves. Like they say, "Ma'am, already I have studied till class 12.
Yeah.
Grammar I have studied, but how
Uh,
much grammar is required? If you have studied till class 12th, really honestly, if you have studied, I think that's enough. We don't use more than that. Yeah,
hmm.
grammar is very especially for fluency level. I think we need parts of a speech and tenses. That is very important. If we
Hmm.
know parts of a speech and tenses, it means we can convey our thoughts and our ideas in a
We
right
can
way.
construct sentences.
We
Of
can
course, we
construct
need
sentences.
sentences.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
want to talk about something in present, something in past, something in
Hmm.
future, at least we
Hmm.
can frame structures. Then
Yeah.
comes anything like idioms and active passive voice, and then preposition has a great role. So preposition is to be learned for
Hmm.
speaking. So you must,
Hmm.
you just first you start speaking. That is my
Yeah,
request to every
that is
learner.
the main mantra.
Yeah, first you start speaking, you will make mistake, you will get to know how to correct it, and then wherever you have somewhere weak points, you just overcome that. What
And
do you
now,
say, Surbi? What is your opinion?
ma'am, grammar is very important, but what I feel we need to follow a right approach towards learning grammar. Like, what I do, let me tell you that I start with I call reading and listening. Okay, these are passive ways to learn English, but let me tell you, these are very important and very, I can say, very useful because these
Mhm.
techniques can help you grasp new English words, phrases, expressions, sentences.
True.
So I start with reading. I make my
Mhm.
students read something, okay,
Yeah.
something that they can enjoy, right? And then we understand the sentence pattern. So I tell them, here they use this word. For example, if they are beginners, so I tell them, okay, often, turning around, right? Beneath, like that. So I explain them like that. And they really enjoy it. Then they don't say, ma'am, grammar is boring. What I feel, you really need to take a right approach towards understanding grammar. You don't have to mug up the rules of
Yeah,
tenses,
yeah, yeah.
subject,
That's true.
verb. Don't mug
That's
up, just
true.
read, understand the sentences. Your mind, when you read or listen,
Yes,
your
yes.
mind will picks up sentence patterns
Yeah,
automatically, and without even thinking, without knowing the rules, you will start using it in your speech. But please, they have to do that. Now, answering to
yeah.
Bhavna Mishra's, ma'am, you tell me, give some suggestions for beginners and Hindi medium students. Now, that is also a very common question. We
Yeah,
belong to Hindi
these are all
medium
common questions. I think
background. Yes.
without reading these comments, we should answer these questions because we have been facing these questions for so long,
Yeah.
isn't it? For
So you
Hindi
tell
medium
me.
students, yeah, actually, see, English as a subject they have studied, isn't it? I'm
English is
also
a
a Hindi
subject
medium
even
student.
in
Yes, I am
repeat that
also.
sentence.
Pardon? I could not hear you,
Please
Surbhi.
repeat that sentence. I am also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm also a Hindi medium student, okay, sitting in front of
Yes.
you and teaching
Yeah.
people from England, from Australia, from Malaysia. They are connecting to me to learn English. All right.
Mm-hmm.
About that, you are a Hindi medium, so you cannot learn this language. This is also a language. As
Mm-hmm.
I always tell everybody, I have learned even Urdu. Urdu is not required. I don't have to go to mosque or to do prayer or I have
Yeah.
to read Quran or something like that. If you have strong love for any language, you can learn very easily. But you have to have that love for that language. So English is also just a language. You are a Hindi medium student or Marathi medium student or any medium student, you can learn this language. But you need to practice it on the regular basis. That is very important.
And ma'am, I really want to tell everyone when they say this thing, ma'am, I belong to Hindi medium background and there is no environment around me, nobody talks in English. Let me tell you, I belong to Punjabi family. I'm a Punjabi,
Yeah.
and nobody really talked in English. But then you have to put effort. You start talking to yourself. So, and it's not a weird thing
That's
to
true.
do that, how should we talk to ourselves? Like, even now, I tell you, ma'am, even if like I have to make my solo videos on YouTube, it's been long, I haven't done that. But when I used to do that for long period of time, I would
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure I practiced in front of my, like, I would turn on my
Mirror.
camera. No, 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 not mirror, not mirror
Okay.
technique. Now we
Mm.
have phones, ma'am. Why to go for mirror?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I would stand alone in my balcony and would talk.
Mm.
So my main motive to do that thing was not to forget, not to miss out on any point that I wanted to add in my video. So I would speak to myself in my balcony. I would start and speaking to myself, right? If I can do that, then why can't you do that when it comes to learning
Yeah,
English? Just
yeah,
start
yeah.
talking to yourself or record your voice. And when
Yes,
you
yes.
tell
Here
me,
I see somebody has written that I'm from Tamil medium.
oh,
Any medium,
any
that doesn't
medium.
matter. It's just
See,
a language,
English
and you, yeah,
English, we are surrounded with English words. Like you go to market, you read the boards, right? Everything is in English, like grocery store, stationery, books are available, blah, blah, blah. Everything is in English. We are surrounded with that. So even
yeah.
then,
That's what.
when
Yes, yes,
even then students tell that we can't learn English, I'm so sorry to say, then you are not putting efforts from your end. Otherwise, we
yes.
have,
That's true. Like you say, you used to speak in the balcony. I never had this kind of atmosphere. My age, you can understand. I have been teaching since 1990.
yeah,
I'm a retired
please share
person.
your story.
That time, what was the, yeah? So there was no mobile, no landline, no
Yeah.
TV. Even very few families used to have newspapers. So nothing was there. In spite of that, I put in effort because I wanted to learn this language.
Hmm.
And that was important for me because I had chosen the career as a teacher.
Yeah, English
Okay.
teacher.
So
That too as an English
English
teacher.
teacher because my
Yeah,
grammar was strong and I wanted to become a teacher. So for that, you need to have fluency at the same time too.
yeah.
And for that, you
True,
need to
true.
speak. And I used to do, if I had assembly duty, for a week we were getting assembly duty. And
Yeah,
that time the teacher had to organize. When I used to go to my bed, that time I start thinking, how will I
yeah.
speak? And that everything in my mind. I was not speaking like you, as you said. Everything in my mind for hours and hours I used to think, oh,
Mm,
this time I thought, but one point I missed. I did not thank sister principal. I must do that. Okay. So I was
yeah.
thinking, and then I I was whatever I was thinking in the night. Second, I was vomiting it on the stage. Like
Stage.
that's
Yeah.
how. Whatever you think, you speak, you can utilize that in your daily routine, and that's how it comes
So,
actually.
ma'am, how
Any language
how
you
did
want to
you
learn.
practice speaking? like in your time, in 90s I'm talking about. So you told me very, very funny technique. I want you to share that technique, please. It's very funny. And my mom watched that conversation and she laughed a lot. But I want you to reveal that again. What was that technique? And we'll do that one more time. Please. I love listening to that.
Oh, actually, that was our time, Surbhi. What to say?
Yeah.
Like, no, today you have so many platforms. Somebody
Yeah.
says, I'm learning
Yeah.
through this app, through that app. And
Right.
we never had those things. But yeah, the biggest source which I had was my father. Yeah, he's
Hmm.
still alive and he appreciates my work today also. But he was always behind the scenes. He used to ask, tawa de do, chimta de do, channi de do. What is the English of it? Every time he used to ask
Oh,
everything. Even glass bola, glass ko English mein tumbler bolte hain. Means learn this. So that's
yeah.
how he used to make us realize that we need to learn these things.
Hmm.
And every day it was a habit, he used to give us some song, one paragraph to me and one paragraph to my
Yeah.
brother, not the same stanza. Otherwise, we will do some certain kind of cheating, we'll discuss and then we'll write. So
Yeah.
he was so smart that he used to give us different stanzas of the song, same song, but okay, and then translate it in English. And we poor children, you know, we used to do that so honestly without
Oh
discussing
God.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother used to say, what kind of brother was my elder brother? So he used to say, Papa ने
Yeah.
कैसा गाना दे दिया पल भर के लिए कोई हमें प्यार कर ले. What kind of song is this? And I used to
Oh
translate
God.
it, May someone love me for a moment. May someone love me for a moment. Used to ask, Bhaiya,
Oh
Bhaiya, is it right? So that's how we have learned.
God. Oh God. It's such a funny technique. It's such a funny way. I'm sure that environment might be very cheerful and very funny too.
So no, for those days it was okay. Now today, if you ask, when the song is going on, the subtitle is already on. You can get the songs
Yeah.
right up. So today it is not required. Today it's not
Yeah.
required. But that's
Yeah.
how we have learned. Yeah. So it's not impossible, my dear Hindi medium or Marathi medium or any
Mhm.
regional language medium. Please consider this as a language. Practice it. Whatever you wish to speak in your native language, try to translate first in English and then start thinking in
Mm.
English itself.
Mm.
You need
Um,
to put in effort. Nothing is difficult.
yeah, and
Yeah, Surbhi.
related to translation, we have this question from Arav that
Hmm.
sometimes I can't express my thought.
Hmm.
Why? Don't know. Sometimes I do translate in my mother tongue, but can't do express my thought.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. I think while expressing, he doesn't find the right words. So then he
Yeah,
tried
so
to translate it.
vocabulary. Yeah. Yeah. So at times that, as I told that my father used to ask us तवा की अंग्रेजी क्या होगी और चिमटे की अंग्रेजी क्या होगी, है ना? So that's how you need to know at least vocabulary, whatever you want to speak. Yeah. If I'm
Yeah.
using mobile, I know that this is mobile. So I can explain things about mobile. But I know that this is mobile. So I can explain things about mobile,
Hmm.
that what is mobile, how it is useful, what are the benefits of mobile. Okay. So these things we can discuss. So you should have vocabulary, what I feel.
So I want to tell Arav that please have some basic vocabulary. When I talk about basic vocabulary, what I mean that know some action verbs like take, eat, listen, jump, crawl. These are the basic action verbs. Like okay, and we use that quite often in our speech, in our daily conversation. Understand that Arav, and then speak that. And please, if you keep translating it from in your mother tongue and then translate it in English, I'm sorry, this won't work. Because like right
This
now
won't work for
we are
long.
speaking, right? We are talking to each other. I cannot say, ma'am, please
We
hold
are
on.
not translating.
Let me think. Let me translate it in English. You cannot do that. Practice
Cannot
practice
work.
is the key.
Yeah.
Start speaking with yourself, record your voice, and then hear that again. Now the question is, how will I improve? So simultaneously, I will say start watching something. Now this is for everyone. Okay, See, we have so many resources, and that too for free. You don't have to pay even a single penny for that. So start utilizing those resources. Watch something, listen to something, something.
Sometimes your voice is cracking. Your video is
Oh,
freezing at times,
you're
Surbhi. Yeah,
ma'am.
can you please repeat?
So, ma'am, I
Yeah.
want to say that there are so many resources.
Yeah.
Please watch or listen something. Listen to the conversations because conversations are quite engaging. You really don't get bored of it. Listen to the conversation, some advanced speakers. And I really want to tell, ma'am, some people get confused that, ma'am, American speakers, you know,
Accent.
accent. Please go for Indian English accent if you are an Indian. You really don't need to go for American or something like that. Okay, listen. If you are a beginner, listen to Indian English speakers. So you can go to TEDx talks. There are so many talks delivered by Indians and they talk in English. Please listen to those. So it would be easy to understand the conversation. It would be easy to understand their speech and also read the subtitles along with that. And besides, I also have very useful website for everyone. Again, it is free of cost. Please type ELLO.com. So you just have to type ELLO.com. So in that website, ma'am, what is there? I think ma'am is also noting it down.
I have written. I have written.
Oh, you
I'll
have
check
heard
it.
it for the first time.
Yeah, I have not seen any such app.
Oh, ma'am, it's a no, this is not an app, ma'am. This is a
Yeah.
website. So you
Okay.
just check that website. So they have a number of audios, okay, of
Okay.
different levels in English. So they have a
Mm-hmm.
conversations of like 1 minute, 2 minute, from low
Mm-hmm.
beginners to advanced English
Mm-hmm.
speakers. So they can listen to those. And the special point about that is that they also have a script, dialogues, written
Okay.
dialogues. So you can read
Mm-hmm.
along while listening. So that's what I make
Yeah.
my students do in my class, and they
Yeah,
really
that's good.
enjoy it. So everyone, please go to that ELLO.com. Just fill that, okay, Google it, and you will come across many audios. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and these are very useful. Have we
Yeah,
missed any question? Sachin has a question: How to speak spontaneously in different topics? Now you see, I have answered. We have answered so many points. So spontaneously, I can say, Sachin, please keep speaking on different topics, okay? And then find if you want to learn more, please find the vocabulary. I think we can do so many things on our own. So just find the vocabulary and try to use that in your speech. Only then you
and
can
first thing
understand the
is
vocabulary.
start speaking and you check that how long can you speak on any topic. It's not required that you take certain heavy topic and start speaking. Take
Yeah,
simple
simple
pen in
topics.
your hand and start speaking about this pen. This is black, this is blue, this is red, this
Yeah,
functions well, this doesn't function well. Yeah,
right,
so this leaves
right, right,
impression. Yeah,
right,
anything. So
right.
you start speaking, think of anything, use certain adjectives, see that
Hmm.
how much you can speak for any topic, and that's how
Yeah,
you can grow.
absolutely.
And I too want to add that this accent, no, many people are behind this accent, that I want to learn this accent is added advantage. First we should think of, are we really able to communicate? That is more important.
Hmm.
If you are, then
Yeah,
you want
true.
to learn certain accent, yeah, you can go ahead with that.
Yeah.
Please could you
Could you
repeat
repeat?
website name?
Okay,
Yeah.
so website name is ELLO. I will write that in the description box as soon as we finish with the conversation. I'll add that in the description box. Just type www.ELLL. That is ELLLO. ELLO.com. Visit that website. It is very useful. And also, I want to tell that there is an app named CV app, SIVI CV app. So the best part about this app is that they give you 30 minutes talk time for free. So you will connect with any random stranger, okay, and then you can practice English in that app. This is special app meant for those people who want to practice speaking. But there is one drawback. I uploaded this conversation also on my channel. So I also
Okay.
connected with some random stranger. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
uploaded
yeah.
that conversation. The drawback of that app is that, like you, for example, you have 15 minutes talk time left, right? But I
Fine.
have only 2 minutes. So our call would be disconnected. And then you have to talk
Yeah.
with someone else. That is the
Yeah.
drawback. You cannot
Okay.
go in a flow.
I came to know from one of my learners that Joe Stocks is also a
Yeah,
platform which is
yes.
very cheap, affordable, I think 600 or 700 for 1 year. Yeah. And
Mm.
as many people you want to connect, you can connect with people, different people. So that's also good. I don't know. I
Yeah,
have not used, so I can't explain it in more
no, ma'am,
words.
you can use that. Try using that. It's fun also, talking to
Don't have
different
time
people.
actually what to do.
Yeah, true, true.
Yes, yes.
And now, please, you can also send us questions, more questions. Sachin has one more question. Ma'am, could you please read this question? Are you
Where
able
it is
to? Or
Sachin,
should I
how
read?
only it's written how I think
No, no,
Sachin
no.
Ahlawat.
No, no, no. There is one more question. He says that I learned grammar through
Okay,
Hindi medium. And now when I speak, I have this habit of translation. How
okay.
to work on it? Yeah.
Yes. So this translation, initially you started, that's fine, but it's not
Hmm.
going to work for a longer
In a long
period of
run.
time.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
True.
You need to think in English. You will say that, ma'am, you are saying because you are fluent. But my dear, this comes after lots of practice. Initially, you
Yeah.
will find it difficult that how can I think in English? My native language is different. I can't think in English. Once you try, do it for a
Yeah.
week or for two
Very.
weeks 3 weeks, maybe it will
Hmm.
differ for person to person. So just
Yeah.
start thinking any
Hmm.
topic in English, and then you will feel that everything you started thinking in English. Are we
Yeah.
here writing a script or talking? Are we thinking anything? No. And we I think, I don't know about you, Surbhi, whether your medium was English or Hindi, but I am fully Hindi medium student, 100%.
Ma'am, I belong to English. Like I studied in an English medium school, but let me tell you, it was just for namesake English. Nobody really talked in English. Only my English language teacher, she used to. Otherwise, my all classmates and other teachers, they would only talk in Hindi. So what I can say that whenever I got a chance, or whenever I would interact with my classmates or any other student in school, I would speak in English. I know sometimes it was weird for them. So because they were not used to speaking in English, so they would
Yeah,
think, why she. And then there is a problem with people. They think, "Are ye to flaunt kar rahi hai?"
yeah, 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 yeah.
She's flaunting. She's arrogant because she's talking in English. This is also a problem of people. But I would speak it sometimes. Like I would speak few sentences in English,
Yeah,
and so can you.
you need to bear all these things for learning this language. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
and
some
one
people
more
make fun
thing,
of.
ma'am, one more thing I want to add here. So there
Yeah.
is a video that I made, how to think in English, on my channel. It is available, and many people love that video. They found it really useful. You can watch that on my channel, Sachin Ehlawat. Yes. Any other question by anyone, or should we end this conversation? Okay.
Surbhi, I don't know. Sometimes
Oh,
your voice is
okay.
breaking every
Okay.
now and then
So
now.
I'm saying that is there any other question from
Okay.
learners? So I think it's time to end the conversation.
If learners are not going to ask, I will ask you one question. So let's see whether learners are
Hmm.
going to ask anything. I don't find any other question. One question for you, Surbhi. This is a very common question. Very especially the people.
Ma'am,
I think you are
yeah,
freezing
same,
again.
same, ma'am.
Yes,
Screen is
yeah.
freezing.
Your image is getting.
It's blur. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so how our learners can handle the pressure situation, very especially before interviews, because when even though they know English, they can speak in English. In spite of that, they become nervous before going for interviews and all. So, what would you suggest to them that how can they overcome this problem?
So here, first, I want to tell there are many personalities in our country and in other countries, and they admitted that even now, when they have to go on stage, they feel nervous, they get panic, and they get jitters. But now the real answer to this is they focus on their performance. So when you're going for any interview, and ma'am, I told that in my video especially, whenever
Mhm.
you go for any interview, see before entering into the room, first take a deep breath because ma'am, deep breathing really helps. It is
Yes,
scientifically
yes,
proved
yes,
also. It
yes,
is
yes.
scientifically proved. Just take a deep breath. Don't force your breathing. Like just take a normal breath, deep breathing, And then when you enter, please focus on your performance. Don't think about the result. Ma'am, it is said in Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Krishna says that, just focus on your karma, focus on your action and detach yourself from the result. So he says
Yeah,
that to Arjun. I don't know if you know that.
yeah.
I
I
read
know
Bhagavad
it.
Gita, so I
I
remember that.
I read
Yeah.
Gita every day, at least minimum 5 sloks every day.
Oh, great,
Okay, so
great.
there is a
So,
question that
ma'am,
how
let me
much,
let me let
yeah,
me
yeah,
finish
please.
this, please. So
Yeah,
I want to say that please
yeah,
focus
please.
on your performance, what you have to speak, how you have to speak. When you focus on yourself, but do not think about the result, then you will give your best. And
True.
also make sure you smile a little bit. And the last point, interviews are not about question answers anymore. It is more of a conversation. Even your interviewer wants to connect with you. They want to see how this person is. Can we really connect with the person? So you find a common ground where you can connect with your interviewer, and then you can start talking more. Because I remember, ma'am, in my last job, it was in school. So when they were interviewing me, they were asking me few things, and then I said that I'm fond of music. I really am fond of music. So the founder was also fond of music. So he started questioning me related to music, but not English. And we had a good conversation. We
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. So start doing that, and you will really love it.
that's true.
Next.
That's true. Yeah, so Surbhi, I was telling you one question from whom I don't remember, and I can't see this screen also. So Surbhi, you just check it. One question was that how long will we will take to learn this language?
No,
Yeah,
it
ma'am, how
completely.
much it will take someone to learn this language?
Yeah, I just read this question.
This is Sachin, I think. Yeah, Sachin.
Sachin
Sachin
is
has asked
asking
this
so many
question.
questions. I think he's my student. I think
Okay.
so. English is becoming crispy. Okay, so when we talk about how can we like become fluent, I'm sorry, there is no answer to this. It's completely depends on your level. What level are you at right now? Are you a beginner, pre-beginner, intermediate? And also, if you're quite dedicated, you are completely into it, into learning English, you can improve quite fast. So it completely depends on you. Okay, so there is
Yeah.
no
There
answer
is
to this.
no formula like 2 plus 2, 4.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It
no,
can be
no
2 plus 2,
formula.
5. It can be 2 plus 2, 3. That's
Yeah.
how much effort you are putting in and how good learner you are. It depends on that.
Yes, ma'am. We have now more questions. So, English words, he asked, day by day, English is becoming as a crisp language. How can the beginner handle it? We have already answered this, but
No,
I
but
just
still,
want,
if you are a beginner, why to think for crisp English? Why not to start with simple English? Yeah. Yes.
very true. Hmm. How to ask questions in a topic? Questions in a topic. First,
I mean,
understand the basic question words. Vaibhav Dwivedi English. So he's asking how to ask questions on different topics. I think that's what he means. Uh, Ma'am, you want to answer this?
how to ask questions on different topic, whatever question is coming to your mind, whatever you want to ask, as you
Hmm.
can ask in your own native language, you can ask in English. You just have to have command over this language. That's it. I think what else can be answered for this question?
Yeah,
How to ask question? Like if I have
yeah,
to ask you a question, Surbi, I will simply uh, put it my question in words and probably you will
yeah,
understand. Yeah,
yeah.
and
And
then you will
understand
answer
the
it.
basic question word. You must know the basic question words and their meanings,
Yeah.
like what, why, how, when, which,
Yeah,
where,
W word.
I think
Yes.
whose, whom. So understand
Yeah.
these basic question words and learn how to make sentences on it. Start doing that and then keep asking questions. In fact, ask questions to yourself. How was my day? What did I do today? What are my plans for tomorrow? You see, like that, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Who all have joined this session? Who all are leaving in between?
Ma'am, I really want you to tell because you are such a cheerful person. So please tell the secret behind it. How come you're so cheerful? Nowadays, when people are so stressed out, they are always worried for the future and they have so many things to do in a day. But before that, I think we have answered all the questions. I want to have a conversation with. Okay, I want to have a conversation. Okay, Vaibhav, Dwivedi English. Please send us mails. You can send mail to me as well as Manju ma'am. All right. So it will be available. And I want to tell everyone if my, I don't know, my students are watching. So I received mails, ma'am, and one person was really like, I think annoyed, ma'am, I'm sending you mails, you're not replying. See, I have so many other things to do. I have classes, I have my family, I have sessions. So please understand if I'm not able to reply you, there is a reason behind it. I sometimes I'm jam packed, so please understand. And if I'm not able to have a conversation, please don't feel offended.
Yeah, and if you want to talk with me, you can even send mails to me also. My channel's name is
Yes,
Grammar with Manju ma'am. Okay,
grammar with
so
me.
yes,
Yes.
the same email ID also. Okay, so you can send mail and we can connect. Don't worry about it. Survey
And
is
I'll
also
write
ready.
the mails in the description box later on. I'll
Yeah,
write the
yeah.
email IDs. Ma'am, please you also send me your email ID. I forgot
But
that
yeah,
email ID.
After Holi, not before
After
that.
Holi. I've heard
Yes,
that ma'am, Holi is very famous in UP. I mean, UP's
yes,
Holi is quite famous, right? And I've heard
yes,
that they
yes.
hit a lot, they hit with sticks
Vrindavan,
also.
Mathura,
Yeah,
both
Vrindavan,
places
yeah,
are in
yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah, I've heard
So
that
yeah,
they,
it's very
they hit
famous.
also with sticks. How to improve
No,
pronunciation? Asmita has this question.
yeah,
Ma'am, should
good
you
question.
want to answer or shall I answer?
Please, please. So Surbhi is going to answer this question.
Okay,
Listening. I would say listening. Else you say.
listening. Listening is the right word actually. See, listen to this. For example, if you watch any movie, okay, any movie, for example, you're watching any English movie and the subtitles are on, right? Now, whenever you watch something or listen to something and you're on a learning journey, please watch accordingly. No, not because for entertainment or like that. First, focus on your learning and whatever any character speaks any word, okay, while speaking they are like speaking the dialogues, and if you think you don't know the word, listen to that character, listen to that person speaking that word, okay, pause the video and then
True.
repeat that word. Also you can record your voice, and now we have AI, artificial intelligence, and that app tells you
Chat
everything. So
GPT.
if anyone knows about AI and they are aware of any app that can help them understand pronunciation, because I've heard there are apps. Please write it that in the comment section, but I will suggest you go for that. Listen to ebooks also.
Even these days, Google, any word you simply type and write pronunciation of this word, you will get to
Yeah.
know the correct pronunciation. Yes.
Ma'am, it's time to end the session because it's already 47 minutes.
47. I was
Yeah.
going to tell you, but I didn't tell because I knew that this is your platform, your channel.
No,
So
ma'am, it's
I am
absolutely
guest
fine. I
here.
think.
So let the host think of
Yeah.
it.
No, no, ma'am. I think it's time to wrap up this session.
Yeah,
We are
this one.
already have answered so many questions. Yes,
And
Radha Krishna,
hardly any
really,
eight,
really.
I think only 8 people are here. And probably they were
Yeah,
here from
ma'am.
the
I
beginning
think we
itself.
should, yeah, we should wrap this session.
Yeah,
So
but
everyone,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was my first live
yeah,
session. But yeah, Surbhi, I
yeah,
really enjoyed it. And
yeah.
answering all these learners, no questions,
It's
I
really
loved
good
it.
to connect with them. When they ask me
Yeah, yeah,
questions, I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
so good. That means
yeah.
they're watching and they are sure that we can help them. And I'm sure, and ma'am, Manju ma'am, I am sure we could help you. So thank you so much for being here. And thanks to my students. I can see my students are messaging. They were here. So thank you so much, everyone. And ma'am, thank you so much for coming here. You took out your precious time for my channel. I owe
It's
you.
my pleasure.
So
It's my
thank you
pleasure, my
so
dear.
much. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you so much for
So
reaching out to me and calling
bye bye. Yeah, yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
channel. Bye bye.
Bye
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
I
Good
now I have to
night.
see how to end.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Okay.
Surabhi. Thank you
Bye,
so
hum.
much. Bye
Bye. Take
bye.
care of yourself. Bye. I'm
Thank you.
wondering
Thank you.
how
Bye bye.
to end this. Don't know.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
here. One thing is here that shows that download kind of arrow. I don't know whether it is to be downloaded or what. I have no idea. So
I
Surbhi,
think I
just
have
check
to
it.
cut. Wait, ma'am. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then.
Okay.